guys. Today I'm going to do a quick overview of the new features that we released with the new version 1.8.6. I'm going to do this regularly in the future, but it's the first time I'm doing that. Hope it will be useful to you. So let's start with the first up section and the prices section. And here on the screen, you can immediately see probably one of the, the most noticeable additions to our app. We are now calculating and showing you a technical analysis rating for all the coins in the prices section. That's 7,500 coins calculated live. So what it is, basically, we take 17 most popular technical indicators and calculate them live for all the coins here and show an aggregated rating of all of them. The 17 of those, you can actually see them in coin info details. That's something I'll touch upon a bit later. So you can see here we have 13 moving averages and 4 oscillators, and basically we combine them to give you a rating that actually calculate. So there are periods on which these indicators calculated. They change with their view that you choose here. So if you look in day view, we show you the rating calculated on 5 minutes candles or 5-minute periods. For the week view, you're looking at 30 minutes on the rating based on 30-minute candles and indicators. In month view, at 6 hours, and year and 2 years are based on 1-day candles, right? So all these indicators basically are calculated on 1-day periods. The same goes for this list here. So whenever you change the period here, the periods on which the technical analysis rating is calculated also do change. So that the logic behind these calculations, behind these indicators, is closely based on what TradingView does. For TradingView, very popular TradingView indicate technical rating or technical analysis indicator. TradingView aggregates those 17 or another couple of oscillators that are added in the mix, which cannot be added here because they just cannot be, they don't make sense without volume. And for aggregated pricing, we don't have the volume info. So instead of having 4 or 8 oscillators, we have only 4 of them, but that very closely resembles what TradingView does. And of course, that should be taken with a grain of salt. It's not financial or investment advice. And most of you that know that work with technical indicators, it's not a immediate call to action, right? Rather a basis for further analysis, further research, a good screener, so you can see whether there are signals that differ or are the same on different periods. That's one thing. The most important probably thing here, you can not only see them, right, but also you can actually sort by them or rank by them, right? So you can rank by buy signal, and so here the coins with the strongest buy signal will be on top, right? Or of course by the sell signal strength. Here the strongest sell signal will be shown on top, and you can go even one further and combine their the sorting with, for example, filters. So you can only look on top 100 coins if you're so inclined, right? Buy and on top 100, or you can only look at the coins that are in your portfolio, right? By applying the filter here, right? So that's another thing. Or you can know, if you here, if you have only a couple of exchanges connected, you can choose the filter here, just my exchanges, right? That will show you only the coins which are traded on the exchanges you have connected to the app. I mean, they have the API key inserted for. So that's kind of the technical analysis rating. On your phone, it will look a bit differently. You won't see the actual words here, just these symbols. They will be shown here to save space, but you get the general idea. And following up with this thing, let's now look at the coin info details. We are now showing here the same info, so that's how it looks by default. This section is kind of closed, but you can see the the resolution. So we're looking at the day, so it's 5 minutes candles and technical analysis rating based on them, and you not only see their actual recommendation sell, but also the relative strength of it. So strong the strongest strong sell we will start here. That's the strongest. This zone is still strong sell. That's the sell zone. That's neutral. That's buy, and that's strong buy, right? So let's change maybe the period here to see. Yeah, now we see the neutral, and it's still sell. No buys here, and you can actually open this section and see all the indicators in detail, their settings, what they're showing right now, and the recommendations based on them. And these are combined recommendations for the sections. So moving averages, all of them are combined to strong sell, but oscillators, they actually three of them are neutral, one is buy. So that might signal a reversal in the near future, but that's for you to research further. Anyway, we thought that would be really useful to have, right? And right away, besides, there is additional info here, you can see that something changed here. So what we've done, something that we should have probably done from the very beginning, now these coin info pages are swipeable. So you can easily swipe between them without needing to go, back and how it was previously. And the same goes if you're, I don't know, you sort them by gain or loss, and you can go here. Still, you'll have, the previous on that list and the next on that list. There will be here. That feature is especially useful on and intuitive on phone. On the phone, of course, you can just swipe there. It's much easier than it was before, but also it's easier to compare now. For example, the technical analysis rating. So you just open them and you swipe and you see that, what's going on in here. Okay, that's pretty much what we've done for the prices section. Now let's actually jump from here into the alerts section by just clicking this one here. Okay, where are we? No, sorry. Okay, here we are in the alerts section. So here the biggest innovation is there are two things actually. One is the feature that many of you have been asking for. Now you can review your past notifications. Basically, we've created your push notifications archive. So whenever you miss some notification or you just clicked on that and it disappeared, you want to review them, you all have them all here. So we basically save your history for the past 30 days, 30, so for 1 month, and all your notifications that we've sent to you and you should receive here. As you see, I mostly get my grid notifications, right? I can show more and look for them, but I can also actually select the topics that I want. So, for example, I want just the market alerts, which are have to do with the market, right? So all the automatic pricing movements and your exchange listings and what have you. Then there is the portfolio. These are portfolio summaries, deposits, and other transactions. Then there are the trading alerts. These are all the things that relate to trading. Mostly are their order execution, push notifications, and so on, and all the algo notifications are also here. Then you get your price alerts. Those are the custom price alerts that you set and they've been triggered recently, right? So those are, as you can see, it looks further. It's trying to pick them up out of their, thousands and thousands of their alerts that I have. So there are some price change alerts that I wanted, and different categories, the DEX gems. And here you can see that obviously we now have another DEX added to the gems. So previously we had only Uniswap, but now we also have Pancakeswap, and these are mostly that have been triggering before that. So once again, this is their notifications archive for you, and it also is searchable, so you don't have to actually to select the category and scroll down. All you have to do basically is to put there some kind of pancake, right? So pancake, and I have all my Pancakeswap alerts without needing to go into the selection here. Okay, so that's our notifications archive. Whenever I hope you like it, and that's something that we've just launched. There will be probably additional functionality here. Now it's pretty much straightforward, but I hope you like it. Now on alerts, we have, of course, another thing, which is called the OKX Gems Screener, have been previously called Uniswap Gems Screener. So why is now called OKX Gems Screener? Because now, besides Uniswap, you also have Pancakeswap here. It's the same logic of the alerts. So you have your basic total value lock levels, 100K or 1 million or 10 million, and you can either be notified. Okay, I have all of them turned on right now. So you can either be notified just when this TVL was reached, or also when the price grows after reaching the TVL. So I have all this notification turned on for Pancakeswap, right? So 12 of them for Uniswap. I don't have any of them turned on. Maybe I want them. Okay. Here, in a simple view, I can only turn on one, so I'll set multiple alerts here. So again, let me receive all of them on Uniswap as well. Uniswap is not that active these days. Pancakeswap is where all the action goes on now, and we hope you like it. Of course, given the current market situation, it might not be the best hunting ground, but whenever the market turns back up, of course, there will be those hot coins again, and you'll be able to catch them not only on Uniswap but on Pancakeswap as well. So here is Pancakeswap for you, and I think, yeah, okay. Now we'll go into the trading section and see what happened there. So most of the things that we've done in trading have to do with derivatives, and there are some of, if you are a derivatives trader, then we have a couple of real treats for you. And again, we've done something that we should have done probably from the very start. We just didn't have the bandwidth to. So first, you now have the size in the order set form. You now have the size slider or size shortcut, same as we have we had on the spot instruments for a while, right? So given the current leverage and the amount of the settled currency that you have in your account, we can calculate the size of the order relative to that, right? But that's not all. So that's only part of the story. We thought that it would be very neat to have these size shortcuts not only in relation to the the funds that you have available in your account, but also to the position that you have. For example, as you can see here, I have a long position, and that's actually another innovation. So we didn't have this; we only had this for the hedge mode. Now, whenever you go to the derivative instrument, we show you your current position, the size of the side of the current position, and when you are trying to send an order, we show you your expected position size if that order fills. So again, let me clear that. So I have a long position of 62 ICP. Don't ask me. I mean, I endured a lot of pain with that, but anyway, it's still here. I'm still a believer. But let me imagine for a second that I just want to close it. I'm fed up with that. So all you have to do all you have to do now to close it, you choose the sell option, and here you see there are shortcuts of this order size in relation to this position. So if I have a position of 62 ICPs and I want to sell half of my position, so all I need to do is to choose the 50%, and you can immediately see that half of my position is pre-filled here. So I want to sell half my position. I only have to hit one button, and you can also see here that was basically showing you that I have now this. If I fulfill this order, I'll have this, right? So there are 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. So that's when I want to close my position. That's what I do. Or if I choose buy, maybe I want it works, in the other way. So hitting 100% would increase my position, right? It will double my position, right? Or maybe I want to average down a bit. I mean, I average down quite a lot in this position, to be frank. But if I'm still feel adventurous enough, I want to average down. So maybe, I want to increase it, by 50%, or maybe less, maybe 25%. So as you can see, that's very, very, very handful. That's something that I've been missing as a trader myself from the app, and I hope you really enjoy it. So once again, derivatives will show you the position, your current position, your future position given the order size, and we have two order size shortcuts. One, the slider here in relation to your available margin, and the shortcuts here in relation to the size of your current existing position. So I think that most of what we've done in trading. Let me double check. Yes, I think that's what we have here. Okay, and now let's get back to the second step. So what we have here now is another section which is called defaults and warnings. Let me go into that. So you probably noticed that in a couple of recent releases, we've introduced confirmation dialogues whenever you are canceling an order, closing a position, or modifying an order price on chart, or stopping algo. We basically show you confirmation dialog, and you can turn them on or off here. You can also turn them off whenever you see them on the screen. There is a checkbox which says don't show it again, but previously if you check that box, there was no way to get them back. Now you can if you decided that you don't need them, you can turn them off at any moment, but then you can turn them on here in settings. And another thing which I wanted to show you is that we've added obviously two new exchanges, Phemex and OKX Futures. Not much to tell about that, but just the things here is that with Phemex, if you're adding the API key, what you want to do here, we have a warning for you, just heads up. There are two possible options to issue API key there. You should choose the default option, default API entry. There is also a high frequency trading version, but that requires the key to be tied to a single IP, and that doesn't work with our app. So choose default API entry if you are connecting Phemex. Another thing to show you is OKX. Actually, we now support OKX Futures. You don't need to do anything. OKX Futures sits inside OKX. If you have your IP key connected, you already have it, working available, functions in the same way as, for example, in Binance. So we have here spot, and here you have the futures. One thing to notice is that as the OKX Futures is quite a interestingly done exchange, so to say, to fit our current architecture, we only support cross positions. So you cannot, we do not import the existing isolated positions on the OKX. So you can only trade in cross margin mode with us. Hope that's not too much of a drag. Let me go back. What else we have here? Here is the thing that I wanted to show you on FTX. So if you are using FTX, we also have a real treat for you. We now support, I think we're only the second application on the market that support this. So you, for now to connect your FTX account to us, you don't actually need to issue API key manually, add them to us. You can use the sign in with FTX option. So if you click here, there will appear basically, sorry, my internet is a bit slow, but FTX appeared here. If I log in with FTX, we will automatically issue an API key for you and basically connect your account to our app. Includes our review for today. So let me once again summarize the major things that were added. Technical analysis, ratings in prices with sourcing here and details here, swipeable cards here, push notifications archive, Pancakeswap gem alerts, shortcuts for derivatives, right? Size shortcuts for derivatives, positions shown here for derivatives, right? Phemex and OKX Futures support, login with FTX support, and warnings resets in settings. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for your attention.